How far is that like from the DMV? Would that be considered? Hold on. Before we get up into all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Law the Outlaw. You are now tuned into another episode of Hood Scholars, and I got my big dog, man. He traveled across a few states to get here with me today, man. Introduce yourself real quick.
Man, I go by Val Vito, man. Carolina's Finest. You already know what the fuck going on.
Speaking of Carolina's Finest, is that like that's where you was born?
Nah, I was born in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. I was raised in Blackstone, and I moved to Carolina like at a teen. You know what I'm saying? So at a young age, I moved to North Carolina. That's why I learned everything.
So what influences does Virginia have on you?
Oh, as far as what music?
Yeah.
I guess probably that's probably where my versatility comes in. Like,
yeah.
As far as music, because it's like, you know, in Virginia, it's not they not really country. We're not really country, and we're not really southern. You know, like it's like a mixture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all wavy.
Yeah.
That's how
we listen. So you know, I grew up listening to like Jadakiss and all of them motherfuckers.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Was like someone like Pharrell and the Neptunes a big influence?
Yeah. I used to listen to Pharrell, the Clipse, all the time.
What was some of the first albums that you recall listening to growing up?
Lord Willing, by the Clipse.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to play the hell out of that.
What was your favorite song on that thing?
Sure. I'm from Virginia. The Virginia song, and it's a couple of songs. I know that whole album, man. For real.
What was it like coming up during that time, like when the Clipse was, you know, at a height and stuff like that?
I mean, shit. Only thing I was young, so only thing I can really remember, like, how proud they were from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
You was in the lunchroom hitting the thing on the table.
Yeah, I was rapping then. When motherfuckers doing, I was already rapping then. So
when did you first start actually rapping?
I can't really put an age to it. I just remember what grade I was in. So whatever age you was in the 5th grade.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people say they can't really put an age to when they start rapping, but like it's more authentic when you say it because like if I read correctly, you have a lot of, you know, family that is involved in the music business, a lot of pioneers that's like help create the sound and the culture that, you know, we live and thrive and make money off of today. So like talk a little bit about those musical roots.
I mean, my grandmother sang background for James Brown for like
man, she'll go. Solo, went across the country, all that, across the world.
Man, yeah, she's still touring. My grandma still touring to this day, and she's like 71, 72.
What's some things that you've been able to learn from your grandma about the music business?
Performance. I'm ready for any type of, you know, live performance, like with a live band. The first time I ever performed with a live band, I was like in the 10th grade or some shit with my grandmother in DC. So I've been, you know what I'm saying, I've been in tune with it the whole time. So I like music like that, like blues and all of that type of stuff. I got it all in me, bro.
Speaking of blues, your grandfather as well. He was out there doing his thing as well.
My grandfather, not blues. My grandfather played the guitar. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like for church, like he used to travel though. Like so. Like, when I was younger, he used to take me to New Jersey, like all different types of places. Him playing the guitar, and I played the drums. That's a hidden talent that I got that people don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
we might need to hear you. You know,
I can do a little something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of my dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? To hop off the drum and get on the stage, start rapping. You know?
Okay, that'll be too hard.
That's dope. I don't know nobody else that's doing it besides like Anderson Peak, whatever it is.
Anderson Paak. Yeah. Shout out Anderson Paak. Yeah, for
sure.
So speaking of family, you know, at an early age, unfortunately, you lost your father. So like, how did that affect your matriculation?
Well, as far like growing up as a man, I mean, I guess.
I know it's stages to it, so you could kind of go down through it because you know I kind of have experienced some of the similar things, so I know it's not. It doesn't just affect one part of you. You know what I'm saying? It affects you in every.
It affects your whole life. Like when you get older and really realize like what's going. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't grow up without a father, and then like growing up without a father for me, like I didn't had to learn a lot of stuff on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like it was stuff that people couldn't teach me. I couldn't ask my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I stayed with my grandma a lot when I was, you know, so I couldn't just go ask her certain stuff, you know what I mean? So, like, I ain't ask no questions. I just did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't had Google when you was coming up, so
nah.
You know me, I might could like Google search something.
Nah, they ain't had Google, but I was like the first nigga in my neighborhood with a computer though.
For sure, like
shout out to my grandma.
Talk about that.
My grandmother, like, you know what I'm saying? I told you she sung overseas, so she was like moving her stuff to move overseas to. I think she was moving to Italy. So when she moved to Italy, she gave me her computer because she couldn't take it on the plane.
Right.
And shit, I probably was like in 8th grade with a computer.
What did that computer allow you to do?
Shit, I was the first person in my school with a studio. When I moved to North Carolina, that's when I really took that computer to like some real usage. You know what I'm saying? I started burning CDs and doing all type of crazy stuff. That's why I know how to, you know, I know more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? I know all type of shit.
Did you always want to be a rapper?
I mean, music was always in me. You know what I'm saying? And I used to sing when I was younger in church, like play the drums, sing. You know what I'm saying?
You need to stop. You need to start hiding the talents from these folks, man. You need to let them know what's going on.
I mean, you can hear it in my melodies and my songs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got a little bit of that in me.
So do you feel like those influences from your grandmother and your grandfather being able to, you know, play the guitar and your grandmother traveling across the world, you know, backing up James Brown?
Yeah,
do you hear that in the music today? How do you incorporate that?
I mean, I really haven't incorporated anything specifically, but I mean, as far as like vocal range and stuff like that, like I listened to my grandmother. My grandmother had like a unique voice, and like I don't know if you heard that song, "The Big Payback." Like
I probably have though.
That You know what I'm saying? That song right there, that high note that you hear when the song first come on, that's my grandmother. It's a key note that come on when that song first come on. The next time you hear it, that's my grandmother.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, she taught me about range. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been with her to several concerts and stuff like that. She done told me about like voice range.
So it's like you done put in your 15,000 hours for sure.
What? Hell yeah, I probably got 100,000 hours. Cause I mean, like I said, I ended up being like the only person, like in my school in the 9th grade with access to a studio, and furthermore, the only person that know how to hook it up.
The knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Access is one thing, but that knowledge, that's a whole nother
because I
thing.
had already been recording since, like I told you, I've been rapping since 5th grade. I was recording my first track. I cut that in like 7th grade.
What software was you using?
Actually, when I first started rapping, like not rapping but recording, my homeboy daddy was a DJ, and I don't know how the hell he did it, but he was doing some shit that would allow us to record. But when we record, you can't fuck up.
One take,
You cannot fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to start the whole shit over.
Yeah.
So you could not fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we used to be in that bitch all damn day long.
What did you learn from that experience?
Probably like how to just, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because you seem very well spoken. Like, you know that you don't have to do it too many times to get it right.
No, you ain't got to do all that. But you know what I'm saying? It really told me, like, my writing skills. It told me how to memorize good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even write no more, so that shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Music has been a constant presence in your life. So, like, what does music mean to you?
Shit, it's everything to me. You know what I'm saying? This is my escape. You know, escape out of the street. So that's why I do this shit. But I really do it. I do it more than for just money. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know. You know, like that's why the stuff that happened, like the stuff that happened to me in the music. Cause like I do this shit with a passion. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the money to me. Like I go rock out a free show right now. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Just to get reaction from the crowd and you know what I'm saying? Get that energy. That's it.
All right. So now let's get into this music. So what would you say like was the first record you feel like that really caught fire?
For me?
Yeah.
This song I got, for me, in my area, probably the song I got, Rich the Kid.
And that was like 2016.
That was 2016.
So in the Carolinas, that thing was bumping.
Yeah, that shit was going crazy.
So right after that, you went on like a little vacation. Could we say that? Like a little vacation?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did the song Rich the Kid, you know, whatever, and I say probably like not even a full year after I did the song Rich the Kid. I had some stuff going on in the streets, and I got kidnapped in Mexico.
Kidnapped
for real.
Like tie you up, throw you in the van.
Nah, it won't. I ain't get tied up or anything like that. Like I just got held in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like a little house and got locked in the house all day long, stuff like that.
Was they feeding you and stuff? They was make sure you were straight.
I got fed sometimes, and sometimes you know what I'm saying. It got to the point where the nigga tried to make me eat out the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Like food out the trash can, shit like that. Like. It had got up to that point because he was getting fed up because he didn't get his money. You know what I'm saying? So,
did you feel like you was gonna make it out of that situation?
I'm a firm believer in God, man. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just prayed the whole time. I'm not gonna sit here like I'm the, you know what I'm saying, big bad wolf out. Yeah, I was fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's shit. I'm sitting here not knowing if I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was almost like I can't really explain it, bro. If it like. I said in one of my songs, thought it was a dream, woke up and realized that it's really life. You know what I'm saying?
What song was it?
It ain't out yet.
Okay. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man.
It ain't out yet. It's 4-9. You know what I'm saying? That's real detail of me giving a full explanation of what happened to me and how, like, the reaction that I got from people when I first started putting my story out there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even gonna put the story out there, but something crazy happened to me. Like, when I
that testimony.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I came down here to Atlanta, matter of fact, and I met with this label. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say their name. Met with them, and I'm telling, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling the dude my story, and he started, like, he laughed when I told him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, like, when he laughed, I don't know, it just did something to my energy. Like, it was like, it just struck something. So soon, like,
mentality.
Yeah, man, like, straight up. Like, so as soon as I got out the damn place, like, the little place where I was at,
Sure.
I called my brother.
How did you end up getting out though? You ran away, like, what happened?
Oh, okay. Oh, back to that?
Yeah.
Like, sort of, so basically, they paid the ransom. Like, they paid the money.
You got taken care of.
Yeah, and basically what they did was, they lied to me. They told me, like, you know what I'm saying? They told me that I would be good, like, my shit was paid for, all of that, you know what I'm saying? But what happened was, they put me on the bus, and the bus took me to Houston, Texas. And I was out of Houston, Texas, like, shit, no money, no cash, no nothing, like, for 2 days, sleeping in the bus station.
So how you hustle your way back home?
Basically, I was calling people, you know what I'm saying?
Folks ain't heard from you about a month.
Man, it's crazy, bro. Like the shit was crazy. My mother was about to call, like, you know what I'm saying, the missing people report, all type of shit. But I had made a phone call and called her just in time because they, you know what I'm saying, they let me make a phone call. They trying to get the money from the people.
For sure, so they want you to communicate.
You know what I'm saying? They want me to communicate,
right.
but they was basically, it was like this. When he let me use the phone, he'll sit in that chair right there and make sure that I don't say, you know what I'm saying, nothing that I ain't supposed to be saying. And I just tell my people what I got to tell them. My mama asked me, did I want to call the police? I'm like, don't call the police. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like, I'm gonna make it home, regardless of anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. But I just basically told myself, like, if they try to kill me, I'm gonna kill one of them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Eye for eye.
I'm gonna kill somebody on my way out. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality I had. Like, but he even got to one point to the. I was like, damn, I might just be here. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I might just be here. Like, I stopped thinking about going home because they was lying to me. Like, every other day, like, he like, you go home tomorrow, buddy. You go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. You know, next day, yeah, my brother not send me my fucking money, so you not go home. You know what I'm saying? It flipped that fast. So it got to the point where I ain't asking niggas shit. You know what I'm saying? I won't ask them nothing. I was just down there. I just in my little space all day long. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down. You know what I'm saying? Just feel like I was doing a bid or some shit. Just without the bars, but I mean, I was locked in.
For sure. So, okay, you get back to Houston. Then, after the next 2 days, you make it back home to the Carolina and stuff like that. So, how do you feel like you were affected mentally? Like, because I know that was a stressful situation. Like,
I mean, sometimes I might like, I don't like being around people like that. You know what I'm saying? I do, but I don't.
You feel like the situation invoked, like, trust issues?
Trust issues, hell, I mean, it did everything to me, bro. Like, I don't like really being around that many. Like, I be around people because I have to. You know what I'm saying? But if it was up to me, if it was up to me, I probably would, like, be privately like, that's what I call my lifestyle, like, publicly private. You know what I'm saying? I live a public lifestyle, but I'm really private to myself. You know what I'm saying? People just know about me, know what up. You know what I'm saying? But
if you know, you know.
Yeah, basically that's how it is.
Sure. What's something that people, like, misunderstand about you?
Shit, I guess you want. I don't know, man, because, like, when I put everything out that happened to me, some people, like, it didn't go out like I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? At first I thought it'd go out like motherfuckers like, oh damn, he didn't get kidnapped, damn. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers were real life. That's why I made the song. Motherfuckers real life laughing. Motherfuckers, oh, he didn't get kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't happen. I don't believe that shit. Motherfuckers that knew, like, damn, it did happen. I'm like, what the fuck you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real nigga. Like, if you know me from the streets, I'm not just sitting out here lying and shit to niggas all day long. There ain't no shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? So for motherfuckers to try to humiliate my character like that, it kind of.
So it was like not only the, like, kidnapping thing, it was also just kind of like the reception once you got back home and told your truth. It was kind of like, okay, Like that's not true or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
because I wasn't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't gonna never put that shit out. But that's why I go back to when I came to that label. When I got outside, after I finished talking to him, whatever, and the guy laughed and shit. I called my brother because I remember like I had lost the phone. Like the phone that I had, like I lost that shit. But just so like I was recording, like basically documenting myself like with the phone because the phone don't work at all. So he didn't give a fuck if I had my phone. You know what I'm saying? Once you cross that borderline, if you ain't got global minutes or some shit like that, your phone is not working. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this with the phone. Just like, damn, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if, like, I got real, that's why people crazy, bro, because if you really look at the interview that I did with his famous Animal TV dude from Memphis, I got real footage of me in the house, you know what I'm saying, being, like, you will see my face scruffy as fuck, like, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like, my brother, somehow, I had one of his old phones, and somehow, bro, when, like, after I lost the phone, I was like, damn, that's it. Nobody never believe this shit happened to me. Because that's the only thing I had connected to me besides besides like having pesos and little shit like that I took. Like, that was the only thing I had connected to my story. And my brother called me. I remember he had called me one day like, bro, you know I found them videos of you in Mexico? I'm like, what? I'm like, hell no.
It was a cloud?
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, it was the backup shit. He had got a new phone.
That cloud,
that
boy.
Bitch, hey,
hey, y'all be careful out here, man. That cloud.
I'm telling you. And he did that shit like, so I remember he had them. So it was just like, when I left that whole meeting, someone was just like, at me, like telling me a story. Like, someone was just like, basically it was like, so a word came across me like groundwork, you know what I'm saying, groundwork. So I went and talked to one of my partners like, right after I left there, like the next day, he like, I'm like, bro, they keep talking about groundwork, this groundwork, that. Like, I've been putting in work. What the fuck they talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I feel that for sure.
Yeah, he like, bro, your story, that's your groundwork. You know what I'm saying? After he told me that next day, I promise you, my homeboy got killed. Like I was just in Atlanta, man, and my homeboy is from out here. You know what I'm saying? And I was just with him. Like I was with him the both days that I was down here. And that I thought, you know what I'm saying, like figured out what I'm gonna do with my story. That next morning my homeboy died. I look on Facebook, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, like motherfuckers gonna be talking about this, but they like your song on the radio, your song on the radio, your song on the radio. Like motherfuckers is just like my shit going crazy, like your song on the radio. And that same day he died, my music started playing. That shit started playing on the radio. The song I got called Make It, featuring World. Shit started going stupid.
Yeah, shout out to that boy World. But
shout out to my boy.
For sure. They just went out last night at Center Stage.
A word?
Yeah.
I know I'm a day late, man. I wish I would have, if I would have been there, I would have came.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So how was that dealing with the success of your record, but at the same time just losing a close friend, like all within the same day?
It was bittersweet, like. You know what I'm saying? It just was weird.
You feel like it was a sign though?
It had to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, cause
Perfect
the radio lady, like she had had the song like 6 months prior. Like, you know what I'm saying? The song and video had already dropped, already had over 50,000 views. Like it was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why she chose that day, but when she chose it, you know what I'm saying? He died on the same day, and that shit just took off.
So how have you been able to like incorporate your life experiences within the music that you've been putting out?
I mean, my partners are gonna tell me that's what made me different from everybody else, cause the shit I can talk about, nobody else is talking about.
Like, bro, you been kidnapped with your grandma's song for
James Brown.
Cause
it ain't. It's cause it's not like okay, basically, cause you know if I tell a motherfucker, oh my grandma's song back from James Brown, that motherfucker gonna automatically think, oh this nigga got some money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Start shit like that, but. It's not really like that because that's my daddy mama. You know what I'm saying? My daddy died when I was young. My grandma just be on the road. Yeah, there's been times she sent me money when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I stayed with my other grandma.
Your maternal grandma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We everywhere else, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really, like, she can't really, and then she in a different genre of music, so she can't really help me but so much. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that book her and deal with her, they only deal with that genre of music.
For sure. Has your family been supportive of your music?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. My grandma used to be a preacher, you know what I'm saying? She ain't even really like music, but she just like rap music. She just told me like, you know, as long as I put God first and you know what I'm saying? And she used to say no cussing, like shit like that. But I mean, I guess that's why some of my songs, you might play some of my songs, and I might have then ran through the whole song and ain't say one cuss word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Balance,
so,
you balance.
Yeah, the shit just, everything just stuck with me.
For sure, man. Give me some words to live by real quick.
Say that again?
Give me some words to live by.
Some words to live by real quick. Some words to live by. The best advice I can give you, as far as what though?
Don't give me the best advice you could give me. I got something coming up for that later.
Uh-huh.
But I just want some words to live by. Like, what are some words that you carry with you every day? Like you live abide by. You know what I'm saying? Watch your back, et cetera, et cetera.
I can do God. I can do all things through strength. I mean, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Well, what's something that you feel like is kind of like a true testament to that you go through in your life, or that you've been through, like for you to say like that's something that you live by?
Because like I can do anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like to me, like with God, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing that's not possible. So that's why I live by that every day. Like if it's a challenge that I think that something might be going, I can do out there in strength for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing to pop up in my head.
What was one of the biggest challenges you faced in 2019?
2019, man.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
I mean, I went on a press run in New York, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really quite go as, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected it to go. Like I thought shit was lined up to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But when I got there, I don't know what happened, but I just know it put me in the, what happened up there, I thought it was a tough obstacle, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm a firm believer, so I knew something had to come out of it, and that's how I met my manager. You know what I'm saying? She was up there watching me the whole time. She liked my music. She liked, you know, my story. Because the people that had me up there, you know what I'm saying, they work for big major record labels, and they know my story. You know what I'm saying? They know all of this type of stuff.
Because them folks always watching.
Yeah, they always watching. You know what I'm saying? And she was there. And I just been, like, I say, like, 4 months after that, that's when me and she became our management. Like,
for sure. So y'all locked in for sure.
Oh, yeah, we super locked in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Key at MMG.
Hey,
super
man,
locked in.
Oh, so you signed?
No, I'm not signing MMG. My manager, Key, is with MMG.
Okay, so what's your status right now? Independent?
Yeah,
like,
I'm independent. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like we try to like my manager. She try to like keep me away from all of that. You know what I'm saying? So people won't confuse what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of different people that I'll be around that people might try to associate me, you know, with. But I'm not. I'm independent. You know
for sure. For sure. So drop your label real quick.
Outhouse Entertainment.
Outhouse Entertainment. Go check them boys out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They on the come, man.
Val Vito, you know, I got all type of people coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Once I get everything settled, I got white man.
So what you got coming out next for 2020, man? You're just started.
Shit, right now I'm on tour, really. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like I've been doing shows every week. I got a show tomorrow here in Atlanta. I think it's called Club Ride, something like that.
Okay, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all go out, pull up, man.
So
support.
I got a show tomorrow here in Atlanta. I've been working.
What's your presence like on stage?
I mean, I'm energetic. You know what I'm saying? We put on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a hype man, all type of shit.
Okay,
like, you know what I'm saying? It's going down. We out there for real.
Okay.
And we got, you know what I'm saying? We got a little dance move that we hit that nobody else does.
Okay.
And that shit is.
It's on point.
That's the shit that just draw motherfuckers in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, fuck the boy. Okay, that shit is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're on tour right now. You got that project out right now entitled
Reality Check.
Reality Check. So why you choose that title?
Basically giving everybody a reality
Let them
check.
folks know, kind of like how you spoke on like the conversation you had at the label where you letting these folks know like this really what's going on.
This really what's going on. This is my reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be trying to let motherfuckers. That's why it's like it's a TV. You look at if you really look at my mixtape cover, it's me inside of a TV. You know what I'm saying? It's and then if you look even harder, it's a blank check behind me. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
It's really like explaining everything.
Okay, I see it.
On picture. You see it, right?
That's hard. That's hard. I see it. I see
you know what I'm
it.
saying? It's a blank check right there. So it's just like a reality check on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving, like, telling these folks what's going on, like you said.
For sure. So look, on this show it's called Hood Scholar. So we got this thing. It's called Open Letter. You know what I'm saying? So this time I'm gonna give you the opportunity to speak to your fans, the people that's tapped in with you, even your haters. If you got a message that you need to let the people know what's going on, the platform is now yours.
Hey, it's your boy Val Vito. Y'all already know what the fuck going on, man. I'm the hottest nigga coming out of Carolina. It ain't a secret, it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? If you go on YouTube, do your information, go on YouTube, Instagram, do all your little information you gotta do on me, and you're gonna realize what I'm telling you is facts. So just be on the lookout for me. I'm already taking out.
For sure, man. You heard it here first. It's been your boy Law the Outlaw. Thank you for watching another episode of Hood Scholars. We out this thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what's the let me get a drop.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Shit.